We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage?
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. On first down, it's Taylor. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dion Lewis, 62 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run it here with Smith. No gain on the play there. Second down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Fresh set of downs here. Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come up in an offset eye. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. With 14 yards still to go on third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to left, tight end left.
They come up in an offset eye. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback and not just a productive one. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turn.